So you say too easy. So is that like a saying you have, or is that like an Australian thing?
I think it's an Australian thing.
You think?
I think it's definitely an Australian thing.
Okay.
People are like, yeah, too easy.
Okay, awesome. So for those who don't know, Jasmine Parr. Jazz, do you go by Princess Parr? Jasmine Princess Parr as your fight name?
Well, it was Princess Jasmine, but as
Okay.
I got older, with me, but I actually had this conversation not long ago. He said, maybe we should change this to something that's a little bit more different to Princess. So, we said maybe Warrior Princess. A warrior at the front that's a little bit more
like Xena. That might be
I think.
your time, though.
Yeah.
A little bit before your time. You're 16 years old. You're 16 years old. You have 23 fights. You have fights in Thailand, Australia, and the UK, correct?
Yeah. 25. 25.
25. I'm sorry. That's my mistake.
No, that's okay.
I
just had my 25th maybe 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I fought in Thailand.
Where was that? In Thailand. Okay, in Thailand.
In Thailand, in the middle of Bangkok. So I fought in like a shopping mall. It was really, really cool.
So, okay, let's just go right into it. Usually I go over like your history, but you're 16, so it's not over. So you have so much more ahead of you. So let's talk about your most recent venture into Thailand for your 25th fight.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was planning just to go for like a training holiday.
Okay.
Because my fight before that, I lost my fight, and I was like, maybe I just need a little bit of a break. But then I sort of it sort of motivated me to train like a bit harder.
Okay.
So I was training hard, and I was getting a bit fit. So I was like, I may as well have a fight while I'm over there. Like, it's an amazing experience. And then I ended up fighting a girl that, when she was my age, she was probably Thailand's #1. That's what my trainer said. And she's had over 50 fights, and it was a really good experience for me. And I won, so that gave me confidence a little bit.
Good.
So, and it was a really good fight. Like, I just really enjoyed being in the ring. Like, it was amazing. It's the best experience.
Awesome. Listen, you have so much. You've been fighting since you were 8 years old, I think, right? 8 years old?
Yeah.
So I read an article. From the Golden Coast Bulletin. And they had talked about your comeback at 11, which is like the craziest. It's like reading these things as an adult, like she's making a comeback at 11. It's like it's never out. Like she's so young. It's never. What do you mean comeback? Like it's never over. She's such a small kid. You're still a small child. You're a teenager. It's so crazy. But the way they read it had written it was really funny. They had stated you retired from fighting at 8 years old. After 2 fights, and you came back 11. And one thing that caught my eye is that you had hopes of getting a UFC contract at 11. Do you still have hopes of fighting in the mixed martial arts?
Well, actually, I had my first jiu-jitsu comp like a week before I went to Thailand. So I think next year might be trial and error of MMA. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I've been wanting to keep it on the down low for a little while. But I think everyone's seen I'm training jiu-jitsu and everyone's asking, and I think I gotta talk about it sometime soon. And
you placed in that competition, right? I think I saw that on your Instagram page that you had medaled in it, correct?
Yeah, I won the jiu-jitsu comp, and it was crazy. Like,
oh my god,
it was so fun. Like, I won via armbar, and it was just
wow.
Yeah, I got the bug.
So it's interesting. So even when you're training for Muay Thai fights, you find that you're also training MMA in the same weeks?
So when I'm training, my last camp was I did 6:30. I go for a run with my dad and I hit pads, and then I either maybe teach a morning class. We do 2 classes here as well, so I teach. And then we always change with like my mom or my dad or me is teaching. And then in the day, 12 o'clock, I go to jiu-jitsu, and I do that 3 days a week. And then some days if I'm not doing jiu-jitsu, I'm doing weight training. Okay. And then in the afternoon, I train again, 2.5 hours Muay Thai.
And I don't really know a lot about Muay Thai. There's a lot of things that I'm very ignorant to, but I'm trying to make my foray into understanding. My last interview was with Amber Kitchen out of London.
Yeah, I saw.
Not London. I'm sorry. Cornwallis. Yeah, no, she's great. She follows you on Instagram too.
Yeah, we're friends. Her mom and my mom are like.
And they're legends. They're both world champions. So it's so crazy. You guys come from this crazy stock.
It's crazy. We're like the second generation.
Right. Right, and you're both so young, and you know she's great. Amber Kitchen's great. Also, you're great as well too. But both of you have very similar stories.
Yeah,
you
that's
start.
crazy what she's with one.
Yeah, yes. So
yeah, that's amazing.
So I know you have aspirations of to go in the UFC, but would you ever, you know, compete in Muay Thai and one championship and then Bellator or kickboxing like your father had or anything like that?
Oh, one championship, Bellator, that'd all be amazing. Like, it's really awesome to see. MMA was a second option. Like, I love Muay Thai.
Right.
MMA is like my second option if Muay Thai doesn't keep getting as big as it is.
Right.
Like, I feel like MMA might be the big thing.
Right.
But I love seeing now, like, one championship, Bellator. It's getting bigger and bigger. Like, that would be amazing. Like, oh, just imagine. I couldn't even imagine. Like,
well, especially in your part of the world, in your hemisphere, it's like it's so big. It's so big, especially Muay Thai kickboxing. I remember her talking to her about it, how much time and effort they put into the promotion, and how big everyone's name is in Singapore and all of these places in the world.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I think it'd be an amazing opportunity for me. Because I'm only 16, I think you have to be 18 to fight one championship.
Yes.
So maybe I got 2 years to get as strong as I could possibly be.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of good competition.
So like I had mentioned before, the point that I was trying to make before about you training MMA, I can kind of see that bleed over into your technique in Muay Thai. Like I was watching what fight that I was on? Your fight versus Wonder Girl in
Wonder Girl, yeah.
And so you had taken her down a lot, and I saw like some really awesome technique of you from the clinch and then transitioning to drop the her on her head. Do you find they compensate, or not? Sorry, what's the word for it? They coexist together, those two styles with grappling and Muay Thai.
Well, because when I was younger, about I think I was 9 years old, I started MMA at MMA Jiu-Jitsu at a different gym, and I did that for 3 years. So like when I was going back to Muay Thai, my grappling, I sort of, it was like a habit, like a bad habit.
Right.
So I get in trouble sometimes when I'm fighting. They give me a warning. It's hard. I get confused. Like my body's like, oh, just don't rip my hip. I'm like, no.
That's fantastic.
So bad.
Right. You know, I see that. I see that a lot. And a lot of the fights I see that you're very physical. And in that fight in particular, that woman was bigger than you are, and I think she had like 4 years on your age as well too. She was bigger than you were, and you were woman handling her.
Yeah, she actually, Wonder Girl, is really close friends with Stan Fairtex.
Okay.
Stan Fairtex is
that Muay Thai equipment company, right?
Fairtex, yeah.
Fairtex, yes.
So Stan Fairtex, and then Wonder Girl Fairtex now.
Awesome, that's amazing.
So it's pretty crazy to see a girl I fought like last year is now like really going up the rank.
Right.
So it's.
And you're yeah, I was gonna say you're competing with these high level people at such a young age. So, do you look back at your earlier career? It's crazy to say, but earlier in your career, and just look at how much you've grown in such that short amount of time, like going from that raw striker to like a little
even going from my fight from my second last fight, like I see how I fought on my very last fight to then, and I'm like, wow, like. Just you change so much in such little time. It's like each fight just gets better and better. Like,
okay,
I can't wait to see where I am in 5 years. Like,
right,
it'd be amazing.
I'd like to ask you, like, what drives you as an athlete? Someone who's been around, obviously, this Muay Thai pedigree, and your father and your mother, and obviously, I had seen an interview with you where you want to carve out your own legacy. What drives you? What is your legacy? What do you want your legacy to be?
I think my main motivation is just to do it for myself. Like I love the thing, being successful, like winning my last fight. Like I can't even explain a better feeling. Like like the success and like just talking about it with my friends and my family. Like everyone I hang out with does Muay Thai or martial arts. Like it's just sort of my community. Like people I get along with. So it's like it's just my life. It's all I really know.
It's your lifestyle.
I dropped out of my school last year just to do Muay Thai. Like last year I was lucky enough I went to Thailand, Canada. And then the year before that, I went to England, and I was just getting in trouble with school, missing so much time. And I was like, I think my life isn't going to go the same way as a lot of other kids. So I know what I want to do.
When you say you're getting in trouble, what kind of trouble were they giving you as an athlete? Was it just like you're not coming?
I was just missing too much school.
Okay.
When you go away, like my dad, like it's sort of like it works perfect with my dad. He would go do seminars after my fight or before my fight, so it's good we get like to go around the country and see a little bit. So we usually stay for like 2 weeks, but being in high school, like you need to get the straight A's. And
Right.
It's like yeah, and a lot of like if you train or something, like you need to take a lot of sacrifice and yeah. I knew what I wanted to do for sure.
Awesome.
I was 15 at the time.
People,
16 now.
that's even crazy. Listen, you're a great athlete and you have a great personality and all of that. But the most important thing for me to see you as a young athlete coming up in your sport is your willingness to go out there and try to be great at such a young age. You already have a vision in your head of what you want to do. So many people go through their whole lives and they don't know they have no idea what they want to do.
Yeah, it blows my mind as well. But I think like. Literally, the first place I ever went to when I came out of the hospital after I was born was the gym because my parents were late to a class. I'm pretty sure I'm destined to do Muay Thai.
Right, it's so strange because you see that happens a lot. Where I'll ask you, was there pressure from your parents to participate in combat sports at a young age?
Not at all. I begged my parents before. When I was younger, I was like, please let me fight. They said, when you're 8 years old. And when I turned 8, I was like, okay, I'm 8 now. When am I going to get a fight? And then a couple months after I was 8, they let me fight, and I got a draw. And then, but back then, like being 8 and 9, I only got to fight once when I was 8, once when I was 9, and I didn't fight 10, 11 because there was no girls then. But it's great to see now that like there's many more girls my weight and age stepping up the ranks. Like it's hard competition. Like it's good because it motivates you to train harder, like knowing that these girls are as good as, like, they want to win as much as you do. So you got to train the hardest you can be.
You know, and it's funny you bring that up because for a long time, especially when we talk about like women's MMA, that's like a recent venture, right? It hasn't really existed until now. And I had read an interview that you had been inspired by Ronda Rousey, who I feel had been such an inspiration for so many. Now, listen, she had a rough go. She had a little bit of a rough go at the ass end of her career, and then she ends up in the WWE. But what she did for the sport, for women's MMA, had propelled it in such a short amount of time. Well, so much viewership.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I watched something about she begged Dana White to let the girls fight.
Yes.
On the UFC, like that's amazing. Like you see, there's a lot more women's fights now. Like freaking the main events are women, which is crazy.
Right.
But even like I was even talking to my dad though, like. In Thailand, the like stigma with more girls fighting, like it's getting better, but like there's still certain things, especially in Thailand, it's like the home of Muay Thai, where it's pretty strict with girls fighting. But my dad was saying, "Oh, you should have seen back in his day, like women wouldn't even be allowed to touch the ring."
I was gonna ask, so what is that type of stigma? Because I don't know, I have no idea. That's not my world. What is your insight to you as a female going into that world, that stigma in Thailand? Do you have that stigma at all when you're in Australia?
In Australia, it's pretty good because there's lots of especially now, there's lots of young kids and young girls that are like fighting and like it's good. Like it's like a normal sport. It's like soccer or football. But it's crazy. Like it's good to see it's changing so much. But
awesome.
There's still a lot of different things with like just being in Thailand. Little things like girls can't go over the ropes in Thailand, or that they have to go under. And just like little things. Like I don't know if it was because, but even on my fight, I was trying to find my fight everywhere. I was only going on the card. My fight wasn't on they didn't post my fight anywhere, but they had all the other fights.
Wow.
And I can't find any photos of like me, and I don't know if it's because I'm the only girl, but.
Right.
I don't know.
It seems like you have to achieve some sort of legendary status. I remember talking to Amber Kitchen about her mother being a legend in Thailand. She said people would stop her in the street. So I guess maybe to get that type of competitor, you have to be really high up. You have to be some of the best of all time. So it's undeniable.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, well, not awesome. That's not good. I will say it's not good that you're being discriminated against. But okay, so I have another question for you. As far I don't want this to be your show, but like John Wayne Parr is one of the greatest Muay Thai fighters of all time. I have to ask some sort of question, right? So
no, of course.
So I see that he corners you sometimes, all the time. Does he corner you all the time?
Not all the time. I think he's missed maybe 6 or 7 of my fights. I wasn't at my last one in Thailand.
Okay.
I was on the other in a different country.
Right. Do you find it difficult to separate your father and the corner man when he's trying to speak to you at the same time? Because that's a thing that I've heard with many people who have had their family members in their corner, that they have that difficulty. Do you have that same difficulty?
I think because the gym I go to Muay Thai, like I just trust, I trust their knowledge. Like even when my mom's cornering me, like I trust what she knows. Like I know they're not gonna put me in the ring and like just leave me there. Like, I sort of got used to like if my dad's away somewhere as well, like training. So I don't train with my dad all the time. Sometimes we're both training at the same time for his fight and my fight. So it's like, yeah, we're like not helping each other, but we're working together.
Right. No, that makes sense. It makes complete sense. So it's good that you have that type of relationship with your family because, you're right. They have the best knowledge in the world as far as Muay Thai is concerned. And then to have them corner you, that's even that one step. How does that affect your training? Do they train with you as well?
My parents, do they train with me? Or
yes. Train you, however it works. So they are part of your training regimen.
So, my dad, like, it depends because he's retired now. Which
right.
He just had his last fight. But, like, the fight before that, he was training for his fight on Bellator.
Right.
And I was training for my fight in England. So every morning I go with my dad. We go for a run together. He hits pads and I hit pads. Like, we just train together. And it's like, we can sort of just talk about, like, what's going on.
Right.
Training. And then, so, like, usually when he's going to fight, like, he'll be too busy to train me. But, like, we have amazing trainers here. So, and sometimes he'll sit and watch me and he's like, oh, you should do this instead of that. And it's like, it's awesome. Like, it's cool. I love it.
That's
I love
amazing.
Training with my family and friends. Like,
he doesn't seem like an uptight kind of guy. He seems like he's very, really funny and a nice guy to be around all the time. Obviously, you're your father, so you know what I mean. So that's great. That's I shared a video of him that he had put up. I don't know if you remember. It's like a couple months ago. They were doing like the bottle cap challenge, and your father had the thing where he like opened up a monster can with his toenail. He's hilarious. Like, he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy. So that's awesome.
He thinks he's hilarious too.
That's great.
Trust me. He's typical dad.
Yeah, of course. He's got to be. At the end of the day, listen, he's a killer, but he's still got to. You're his little girl. You're his little girl. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's funny.
Can you walk me through your first fight? I looked at it. It said 2011 at Broad Beach Waters. It was in front of 500 people. They said you had actually cried during that fight. Do you remember that fight at all?
You know what? I can't remember that much, but I know that I wanted to fight and I wanted to be back. My dad asked me in the fight, he's like, do you want me to stop the fight?
Yeah.
And I said no, like I wanted to keep going. I think when you're young, like you just get like a lot of
emotional. You're 8.
Like,
you're 8 years old.
Yeah. But still now, sometimes before and after fight, I'll literally vomit. Like my like.
It's your nerves.
Especially being a fighter, I think. Sometimes I get this thing, if I train super hard at the end, I just can't hold it in. I just need to let it out. I get an adrenaline jump, adrenaline high, and adrenaline dump, but it's like, it's good, but yeah, I'm still learning. Obviously. Like how to hold it all in.
So what's your walk like to the ring and so on and so forth? What's that preparation like in that long walk to the ring? What does it feel like for you?
For me, that's where I can be like, okay, this is going to be my ring. Like, this is, people are here to see me. Like, my dad always tries, especially my last fight, because I was speaking to him on the phone, and he's like, just be great. Like, just look around and just see that this is, like, amazing. Like, this is what you've worked for, and, like, this is your life. And it's crazy. Like, you walk out and you're like, oh, I've worked so hard for this, and now I'm going to fight and show everyone what I've been training for and what I've worked for. And just getting that right mindset, especially when that music starts playing, like, it's cool. It's one of the best feelings.
What was your last walkout song?
My last walkout song in Thailand, I think they just played like their own music.
Okay.
But usually my song is Down Under. And then at work.
That's great. I love it.
Classic. The classic.
I love it. There's a couple things I also wanted to know about your style too. Not only are your takedowns, you seem to like to throw a lot of spinning elbow attacks. Is that a strike that you like? Is that like your favorite strike to throw in fights?
It's not my favorite, but I do. It's my sort of like go-to if I'm stuck.
Uh-huh.
But No, I like being aggressive with my hands, and if I get too close, like I may as well just spin it over. My dad actually just came. My dad's actually here. I'm at the gym right now.
I can hear.
Gym.
I can hear. That's amazing. Okay, so that's phenomenal. Give me one. Oh, there he is, Mr. Parr.
I got headphones. He's a Mr. Parr.
Oh man, that's great.
It's really hot in Australia right now. I'm like sweating.
Well, isn't that good? That's part of the Muay Thai environment, right? It's supposed to be a little bit sweltering hot in there. You trained in Thailand a lot too, right?
Yeah, I trained. I only stayed for 2 weeks last time I was there.
Okay.
And then I went last year as well and stayed for 2 weeks, and then I fought in Surat Thani. I flew from Bangkok. It's like near Koh Samui, so. That was my second time fighting in Thailand last time.
I'd seen you training in Thailand. I'd see you taking pictures, and so like when you go to Thailand, do you enjoy the atmosphere too, or is it all just focused on the fight for the time that you're there?
I love like obviously like the atmosphere, and I love like going to the juice shop. Like there's a juice center that's right next to the gym. Like I love the lifestyle in Thailand. Like you can literally wake up, train, eat, sleep, repeat. Like that's it. I love it. Like I really do love it. But it's hard work, of course.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine doing anything else, like going to work.
It's crazy to hear you say that because you work like all the time. Obviously, you travel all the world.
Yeah.
You do seminars and you train and you coach and you do all these things. I noticed that you had gotten tattoos there as well too. Do you have a lot of tattoos while you're in Thailand?
No, I just got that was my first tattoo.
Are you done? Because they say when you get one, it's not over.
I'm definitely not finished. I texted my mom as soon as I got it done. And I sent her the photo, and she's like, "It's so big." She's like, "You're not getting any more tattoos until you're 18." I was like, "Really? I was gonna get another one."
Oh no! Oh, that's so horrible.
And I was like, "Oh no, I got the bug."
That's the best text to get as a parent. I'm assuming is your daughter in a foreign country getting tattoos on the back that are massive and her whole back. That's phenomenal.
Do you have any tattoos?
I have 0. You have more than me.
Oh.
You have more than me. You have more than me.
I gotta say they're addicting. They're very addicting.
I feel like you. So what is your tattoo? What is it of?
It's a tiger, and then it's got the writing in it's like a Sanskrit, like Buddha writing, and then at the top it's got a flag for victory. And the tiger's like being fierce, like because I'm a fighter, obviously.
So that's what I'm saying.
Then the flag is like a victory flag for like winning.
You have like a cool backstory for why you have that. I don't want to just get a tattoo. It'll feel weird. I feel like I haven't earned it. You clearly earned your tattoo. You fought 20 times.
People get the tattoo there for like good luck and good health. So yeah, like they're pretty cool. Angelina Jolie. Oh, and so you don't get shot or stabbed. Funny enough, my dad has them, and since he's had them, he hasn't been shot or stabbed.
Oh my god!
I said that because he says that all the time.
But before then, he'd been shot and stabbed a bunch of times.
Yeah. Before that, different story.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's amazing. Your mom hasn't been shot or stabbed, right? She's out of the shot and stabbed list.
She's out of the shot and stabbed list, but she doesn't have a section. Like.
Okay, get her on it. We have to get her on it. We don't want her to get shot and stabbed. That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. So you also fought in the UK, right? You fought in England?
Yeah, I fought in England in 2017, and then I fought in August this year.
What was it like? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're alright. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, what was it like? What was that experience like fighting in the UK as well?
Yeah, it was cool. Like I got to train a week before I was there, like with Andy Housen. He's amazing.
Okay.
And me and Andy are like brother and sister. And yeah, he had me on a show for the second time. I was defending my title, but unfortunately I lost. But it's alright. I got caught with I think with a kick. Yeah, I turned around and I was walking. I thought the ref said stop, and I walked around. I turned around. And then I got a kick and punched in the back of the head, and I just couldn't recover. It's part of the
learning process. And you're 16. You could literally like lose 20 fights in a row, and in the next year, and you're still like you'll been 17. You have like all this other time to like rebound. You're great. Like you're fine. Like you're doing such a good job.
I try to think of it like that.
Yeah. You're
Losing sucks.
Yeah.
But I know there's always like a next time.
Yeah. You have all the time in the world. Like, you're gonna get so much better. You're gonna get so much better. It's so awesome. You're great now. From that.
Thank you.
No problem. So I also saw on your Instagram that you had a couple strikes and combos that were just like your father. Is that something that you carry in there as well? Do you like remember those combos that you worked with your father as well?
Well, sometimes when he's training for his fight and I train for my fight, we were like hit pads in the same ring.
Right.
I can sort of hear or see what he's doing, and I copy him. So I think I've definitely adapted some of his technique and style. But people say I fight a lot like my mom as well. So
awesome.
I don't know. I'm like 50-50. I'm a mix.
Your game made you, so it made sense. Do you have siblings, right?
Yeah, I got a younger brother. He actually trains in fight as well. But
okay.
He's not training and stuff at the moment.
Okay.
He's 11 and he's got a little addiction to the video games.
Me too. It's
okay. Yeah, he had 7 fights.
7 fights.
He's just growing up, doing school, and then he'll probably start fighting soon.
Okay.
Maybe next year. It'd be cool. Be trained with my brother. And I got a younger sister as well, and she's 5.
Okay.
So she trains. She does the kids classes here at Gucci, but she's a little too young to fight.
Little. I would assume. What is
She's gonna wait till 8 like me.
I was gonna say, what is your opinion on that? Because I had read in that same article there was a gentleman by the name of Sean Rudd. He was like the president of the AMA in Australia. He had a very strong opinion about you fighting, and I think he had come back and you had a KO victory over another child. He was very strongly against it. He said that it's harmful to the young mind and it's a barbaric sport and all this stuff. It was very, very negative. What is your stance on having children? I guess in your age group, 16 and under, or 16 to 8, fight and pursue their dreams.
You know, I can't even express how good Muay Thai has been. Not only for me, but I train some kids that got like Asperger's and ADHD and all depression and anxiety. It has helped people so much. Like it's like therapy, but like physical therapy. It's amazing. It's good for the soul. It's good for the mind.
Right.
I could 10 out of 10 would recommend, not just because I love it and it's my life,
right? But
it just makes me happy. Like if I'm not training, I don't feel as good as I do when I train. Even if I'm tired, I'll train, I'll hit pads, and after I feel on top of the world. It's so good for everything.
And I feel like you learn about someone's culture in a big way too, because it feels deeply ingrained with it as well.
Yeah, that's what's so good. It's a culture and like the discipline, like especially growing up, like you see some kids when they hit like certain age, like 14, 16, they go out partying and like they go off track. But I feel like Muay Thai, it's a disciplined sport. Like you need there's a lot of sacrifice. You got to focus on. If you want to fight, you got to focus on the fight. Like even if you want to train, like you're not gonna train and then waste all that time going off and doing silly stuff. Like it's good for everything.
Right.
It's good for everything.
Right. So I guess there's a kind of that issue here in America, I guess, with some sports where it's like it might take over their lives, and you know, in America, it's, for us, for me, I'm having double thoughts about it myself too. I used to play football, like American style football, and all this information has come out about concussions and all that stuff. I would rather my child be in something like Muay Thai or Jiu-Jitsu versus like football, which is pretty much guaranteed brain damage. I had 2 concussions out of high school that were pretty bad myself.
Well, Muay Thai, like even with the kids, like they're all geared up. Like in New South Wales, like it's a different state in Australia.
Okay.
I'm not even allowed to fight there until I'm 18. Like I got Queensland, very lucky. Like you're allowed to fight like from you're allowed to fight from a very young age. But they put headgear, body pad, elbow pads, big gloves, shin pads.
Right.
Like, you're not just fighting in Thailand, different story, but that's their life. But like here, if you're gonna do it for fun, like it's all protection, it's all protected, and you're not just throwing 2 kids in there like betting money or like bloody nose and stuff.
Right.
Like they're pretty good. Even if they see like a tiny little blood nose, they'll stop the fight. It's like it's good.
They do a good job. Okay, so you live in Australia yourself. So I have a question for someone who's a 16-year-old girl, right? where do you find the time to have that balance? Like, you coach, you fight, you train, you're part of this gym, you're part of this culture with your family. Obviously, your family seems to be very laissez-faire with it. This is an interest to you, this is a passion for you, so you want to go out there and you want to go perform for yourself, right? But do you find it hard to balance your regular life with your fight life?
I feel like it's pretty good because all the people that I hang around, they all do Muay Thai as well. So if we're gonna do something, we do it all together. Every Wednesday night, after training, we go to a comedy night and trivia.
Okay. Who'd you see last?
Well, we did comedy last. Obviously, what day is today? Friday. On Wednesday, and there's this guy called Dusty Rich.
Okay.
He's hilarious. He's South African actually.
Okay.
And he's so funny.
That's great.
10 out of 10. Recommend. He's a smaller comedian, I think. I think he's a smaller comedian, but hilarious.
Awesome. I didn't know you're into comedy. So you're into other. Do you have other comedians that you watch on Netflix or anything like that? What are your big comedians?
Chris D'Elia. I love
Chris D'Elia. He's funny.
He's so funny. He's actually friends with my dad on Instagram. That blows my mind.
I would imagine because your father is a big friend with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's friends with all those guys over there, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, so cool.
Do you get to see famous people and I guess through your father at all? Like, what's the most famous person you saw through proxy?
I'm friends with I can't even say her name. Joanna Jijaku.
Oh, Joanna Young Jake Chat.
Joanna. Yes. We're friends on Instagram.
That's amazing.
That's probably the most famous.
Okay.
My dad's friends with Chris Hemsworth. They talk all the time.
I
would love to meet Chris Hemsworth.
Relax, calm down, 16-year-old girl. Relax. That's amazing.
Oh, we can be buddies now.
That's great. That's awesome that you find that balance. I do have one more thing to ask you before I let you go. I know you have a busy schedule. I do have one more thing. On top of all your talents, on top of all these things, your father posts a lot of things on YouTube that are unique to you, right? So you have a lot of fights on there, and he had posted another talent on there. It was you singing at a bunch of different events.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Listen, I had to do my homework, and I found a lot of videos of you singing there. Is that something that you do? You sing in your spare time?
I really like to sing for fun, like in the shower and like in my room.
And in front of 1,000 people in crowds.
Well, I feel like I don't know. It depends. Like I really enjoyed singing at that when I was a bit younger, and I think if I did a lot of training, like singing training, I would maybe do a little more performances. Okay. But at the moment, just Muay Thai.
Please remain upstanding for the Australian national anthem sung by Jasmine Parr.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, oh, we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for and home this earth I see. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. That's every stage of God's Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing about Australia.
Just Muay Thai, so I'm not going to get a solo today. You're not going to give the Catchweight update a singing solo today. Okay, fair enough.
Maybe next time.
Next time. I'll hold you to that. To that. Pinky promise. That's amazing. That's basically all. Oh, wait. I had one more question. I'm so sorry.
Okay. No.
When you had retired at 8 years old from fighting, you had said you wanted to be a veterinarian. What prompted that choice at 8 years old?
Okay, I had a pet rat,
Okay.
2 dogs,
A pet
a
rat.
bird.
Okay. It's a pet rat.
Well, my rat actually, this is so weird. My rat had like a little tumor, and I helped my friend who was a vet give my little rat surgery, and I was
Jesus.
like, this is so cool.
Wait a minute.
I think because I'm used to like the stitches in the blood, like
Right.
through my dad, obviously,
Okay.
because my dad's Scarface.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, maybe I want to do something with animals. Like I do love animals,
Right.
but yeah, I don't think I'd ever do that.
Can you walk me through the rat surgery? So what did you do?
Oh,
then?
it was crazy. I had to
Yeah.
put it like under anesthetic, like put it to sleep, like give it a little stitch. Oh, it was crazy. And the rat's only like yay big.
Yeah. You saved a rat's life. Congrats. That's great. That's great.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that's amazing. You know what, Jasmine Parr, you are great. You're phenomenal. The warrior princess. I wish you nothing but success in your career. I'm going to be
Thank
watching
you.
it as well. You come
Thank
from a great
you.
background, but you're carving out a legacy on your own. You're super talented. You can have the best parents in the world, right? But at the end of the day, it's you. It's you that's going to be able to have to go out there and make that legacy. You have to go out there and fight. Your dad can't fight for you. Your mom can't fight for you.
Yeah.
So I admire that most about you, and I think you're going to have a great career. Even if you decided to do something else, I think you have a good head on your shoulders. You're very nice.
Thank you so much.
Personable. I hope you go out there and you conquer the world. So this is the time where I give the fighter the platform to say whatever they want. Sponsorships, shout outs. If you want to call out your next opponent, this is your time to do it. Okay. So go ahead. Give whatever you want to end on.
Well, I just want to say thank you for actually having me. It's been very fun. We'll see what the future holds. Hopefully, we'll see each other on social media, and maybe do another interview.
Of course, whenever you want. Whenever you want.
After my next fight.
Okay.
Awesome.
Whenever you want. Hey, hit me up. Like, hey, stupid New Jersey guy. I got a podcast I got to do. Okay, just let me know. I'll try to make the time. Our time schedule's a little off. It's 2:00 in the morning right now. I got to go work in 6 hours.
Goodness.
Just let me know. Do you have like a name of a gym that you work at? Do you have like sponsorship? All that stuff.
Yeah, I work at Booncha Gym. So Booncha Gym is my parents' gym, obviously.
Awesome.
One day it's going to be mine.
Awesome. What does Boonchu mean?
Booncha means blessed by the gods.
Okay, that's amazing. That's an awesome name.
Yeah. So, yeah, Boonchu's my home.
I see it.
Home.
I see it in the top corner over there.
I don't know if you can see right there. That sign just there.
Can I get a panorama of the gym? Let me see what the gym looks like. You're inside. Might as well take a look at it.
How do I flip this around? Sorry, I don't know how to use this that well. Oh, sorry. Here. So, this is me again. Okay. So this is the gym. We go around.
Wow.
There's the Booncha sign, blessed by the gods. We've got a ring. We also have a cage.
Oh, wow.
And then we got the floor work down there.
That's amazing.
And then Christmas.
Good. Can't forget Christmas.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. That's great. And you have 4 titles? I saw you had 4 belts on your Instagram page.
Yeah, I got ICO title, so it's an intercontinental title.
Okay.
I have the Destiny title, which is just like promotion here, and then I also have like a Sime Cup Australian title, and then a Sime Cup International title.
You're amazing. You're good. You're great. Just keep doing you. Don't quit. I would say stay in school, but you're out of school. Just don't do drugs. You're out of school. Don't do drugs. Stay in the gym. Do a good job. You're doing great. You're doing great, Miss Parr. You're doing great.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's it. Catchweight update, everybody. Have a great day. Au revoir, arrivederci, bon voyage. Have a nice trip. See you later.
Thank you.
See you later.